To get a better sense of scale on how this adventure has gone, look at the Mechonis. We started from that guy's shin, went all the way up, went pulled across that sword, pulled the way down to the fallen arm, and now we're on the opposite side on another guy's shin again.
And we're making our way up again.
Basically, we'll start from the shins. On that little bit of word of wisdom, hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we continued our trek through Mechonis Field and made our way up to the Mechonis Phi. Before going on though, you might think this is the same slide we were at before. Not true. If you look, or a split second, if you look at the minimap on the top right, you'll notice there's a side quest and a shop in a place like this.
And an ether mining deposit.
Interesting. In all honesty, it's just another excuse for us to go down the slide. Now, Ricky, this looks like fun, and Dunban wants to ride as he shoves Dunban out the way. But if you keep to at the far left and get collectibles for your troubles, as Dunban mourns Fiora and Ricky who have been lost. Oh no, Ricky's still trying. Go on, hero. Fiora can't do anything, but Ricky, go, Ricky, go. Okay, bye, Dunban. I'm sorry, it just gets me every single time. I just can't help. Are you trying to push Ricky off again? Why, Dun? Ricky trying. Okay, bye. Wee. You're trying to push him off again. Alice, why? I thought you liked Ricky. You pushed him off and sent him to his death. Honey, you're messed up. Anyway, enough of you being slightly enjoying Ricky's suffering a bit too much. If we go off to the left and stick to the side and climb up this wall, which Ricky beat us to already. Funny, Ricky's very angry at you. We find the Mechon Refuge. So let's have a look around and see what there is here. This is something that I really love because it's extra bit of world building, because it's not just, oh, Mechon and everyone else is hiding from the fallen arm. No, there's actually other people on the actual Mechonis hiding away from Egil. That to me, I really like. It's not just so, it's like a separate colony, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mirrored image of what we went through. As I think it's really cool. This shop specializes in Fiora.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the drones, look at the outfits. It's mostly for a Fiora. And an important thing to note is you should probably look at the descriptions of each item, because they can either be for defensive purposes, offensive purposes, or speed. It's
cannon drones or gun drones or what have you.
Yeah, Fiora is definitely a unique case of which you normally don't have to look at the weapon or armor descriptions. But this time, I think you really do, because it all depends on what you want your preference to be. So just give us a second and I'll go through everything and we'll get what we want or need. I didn't get much, just got some attack-based things for a Fiora, and that's about us done.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need? Hey, buddy. I'm in a back alley on Mechonis. What do you need? This guy is simply generic quest number 5052.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, hey look, can you kill this amount of enemies?
And unique monsters.
Yes. So in case you wanted to go back and hunt, you can, in which we will do so off screen But I think these are like quest-specific monsters, I believe.
I think they might be coming up because I didn't recognize those unique monster names.
Well, I guess the only thing we'll have to do is wait and see.
Me.
Did you come from our village? Then you must have met the person keeping watch there. He's a little bit unreliable, but he's my boyfriend. I'm making a pair of boots for him at the moment. I'll go and give them to him when I finish my work here.
And it seems like we have a little bit of affinity boost from Mechon, who I don't think we've seen yet.
You're gonna stop egging once and for all, aren't you? Then you need to go up even further. This is only the Mechonis' thigh. Our capital is inside the head.
Well, that much I guess.
What do you need?
Are you looking for Egil? Then the final battle must be near, but we've still got a job to do. I'll stay here and continue to monitor the Mekon's movements, as in, nothing. I have the most boring job in the world. What do you have to report, sweet FA?
It's gotta be like a boring hourly report. So what happened? Has there been progress? No movement. What about the day before?
No movement.
And you somehow skipped a massive amount of smoke just by jumping. It's a little bit of jank there. And speaking of jank, that texture, oh god. But enough of talking about the Wii's hardware limitations. Let's go on and let's see what else the Mechonis has to throw at us. Something I'm gonna guess is not a big fan of us being here. Come on, I'm not funny.
It's kind of interesting how, despite not moving and not being technically alive, the Mechonis has a fan still spinning in it.
I mean, because we've heard from numerous times that the Bionis is still technically alive. And Mechonis and Galahad Fortress is getting EV from somewhere. So, I guess they're still alive. As Dumbo gets thrown back and forth, and his cape is all over the place, as well as his hair. Seems like we're in a second bulkhead. And before we even see anything, we have monsters coming up at us. And keep in mind, we are still in the Mechonis, so nothing much has changed regarding enemies. There's just going to be a lot more of them. So prepare for a few slogs ahead, but as always, there are going to be split off paths in which you can just avoid fights if you wish. Although, if you couldn't tell, I would probably not advise that, because you're going to need to be strengthened and leveled up for this. But on that note, though, something that you'll notice is that we are of good level right now. So you'd think of us as a bit OP. But even if that is the case, these enemies are dropping a lot of experience points that are making our fights a lot easier. I mean, like for example, we're 60, but that bar took up nearly an entire block of our XP bar. I like this for a reason, being that it's more efficient and doesn't. The essence of a grind isn't really on your mind, because things seem natural and very flowing.
Even though there's a bunch of Mechon to tear through.
And even though a lot of enemies to go through, and we're of higher level, the difference of XP gained is still pretty nice. As we go through an onion. Or 2 onions. Hopefully no one cries, but I don't think you'll ever see Dunban crying. Because why
Only
would...
Fiora got that luxury.
Oh yeah. Even if it's just for a bit. But despite that, in slow motion, things are pretty much passe.
And Demon Slayer worked.
Yeah, even on Mechon. Guess you can technically call Mechon's demons. That thing? I don't really know.
To Shulk and Ryan, they probably are.
Mostly Ryan, I think. And maybe Charlotte to a push.
Everyone do good.
But with that though, nothing much to worry about. As we continue to head on and get a pee for our troubles. And we avoided this guy the first time, but I see no better time in getting involved in a fight. This is Revolutionary Bifrons, or Bifrons, Bifroons, who really knows. It's typical Mechon, proper stature, Naked Glow 4-5, which is Pierce and Haste to Self, Ether Chaff, which is Ether Down, twice. Hard Bash is just a single attack and can blow you down. The typical trait of Side Swing, which topples you, and Laser, which is a frontal arc.
And he's got a counter spike, which I did not realize, so...
Nope. No, it's not gonna be good, and since I don't have the luxury of the Monado, but still.
You can change the future.
And in case you need to know, his spike range does a damage of 520, fixed.
Time to prove your mettle as a hero.
Apart from his buffs, he's not really that much different. But of course, his spike is proving difficult.
The enemy! I feel my power returning to me. Everyone, fall back!
We got the item off Ricky's corpse before we ran, so yay. And we just did this to prove a point. You can't just brute force things anymore.
Yeah, because as you realized beforehand, the counter spikes were not that bad, but it's upping the ante with now.
It's not only that. The spikes weren't as bad. It's just they're becoming less and less situational.
And also larger in damage too.
Not only that, but we've had enemies which have spikes when they're dazed or toppled. You can avoid this by saying not comboing in that sense. But now you're seeing enemies with more normal spikes on auto attacks. That hinders you a lot, and to me, this is as bad as topple can get. When your simple and normal ways of comboing is hindered via that spike, yeah, it makes you switch things up unless you have spike and defense, which I will always recommend having on hand. And things like this, so say for example, you want to take the routes that we're doing, not simply relying on brute force. I say that as Fiora dies. Thanks, Fiora. But no, what I would recommend you having with Ricky is when you use you can do it, be in front of Ricky and try to have your other AI partner in the same field, because then you all get healed, which is all well and good. Let's give it a second, we'll show the guy a real revolution. We did it! We did it! I was technically dead! But damn it, we did it! Thank you, Melly. Thank you, Ricky. And thank you, Shook Boy. That guy sucked. Have spike defense on. And keep a constant flow of Purge and Mind Blast. That should hopefully do you some good.
And maybe people who don't hit consecutively like Fiora, that's my fault.
Yeah. Combo people, especially without spike and protection, is a detriment. Let's put it that. But instead, we got good stuff out of it. We got glyphs, snipers, and anchor chain for an art. In case you're wondering, he drops Cure Round, Anchor Chain, Heat Bullet, and Power Drain. But hey, we'll take what we can get. Mechonis is throwing everything at us, and I get the feeling that green Mechon are gonna be a bane of our existence coming up.
Yeah.
But that's just me thinking. That just, you know. That's just thinking from me. So now we gotta go this way. Then across the pipey pipes next to the onions. And no, I don't mean Tatsu. We'll be right back at after we've literally sliced and diced these onions but not serving. We get here.
And learn to scale.
Should learn the skill by climbing down a Mechon on this ladder. Want to learn to upscale a few things? So you're gonna climb that progression treadmill? That didn't make sense, but still. As your squats, alright. That's a bit disrespectful, sure, because as you get to the Mechonis, just go on and take a dump. Alright. Well, I've seen more petty things. Shulk, you've literally not just walked into the front door, but you've walked into their house and just took a dump on the carpet. Or made the impression that you did. I don't know. Is that your way of proving to Fiora that you're cool? Look at me, Fiora. I'm disrespecting the Mechonis and not giving a damn. Oh, Shulk, you're so manly and so cool. Because that's totally what Fiora would say.
And Dumban's shaking his head.
Oh no, Dumban's not shaking his head. He's sharpening his blade. Turn your back, Shulk. That's gonna go through you. I may not have skew with Momcar. I'm definitely skewering you after this. So yep, Shulk's got that to look forward to. Hopefully Fiora will be alright with that. I can't imagine she will, but hey, it wasn't Dunban who took a dump. Nope. And I'm just gonna get off this topic before I say anything else. You can say I'm dumping that topic.
I knew you were gonna say that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
no,
I did.
no, you didn't. You don't know me. Okay, woman who I've known for 10 years, you don't know me. You don't know me. Let's just continue killing grunts and then just never talk about this again. I love you. And let's celebrate our love by killing Mechon. The best bonding experience. I mean, now that we have some time to be put on our ass, I say that's karma for you, Shulk. I Shulk gets a healing from everyone. I want to just talk about your personal feelings on when we got this portion of for the story. How did you feel at this point?
I could definitely tell that like the emotional side of the story was put to the side a little bit as they focused on tearing through Mechon, because there's a whole lot of cutscenes in this Mechonis portion, but I kind of wish that there was just, I don't know, even if it's just flavor text talking about what they think of the inside of the Mechonis.
True. I mean, because apart from seeing Egil and seeing what part it took in the battle a long time ago, haven't really seen much else.
Yeah, because like when we first stepped out of onto the Bionis Lake, there was a whole sense of grandeur, and I didn't really get that through the cutscenes in this Mechonis section.
Yeah, or even getting a sense of dread, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Not even when it's something that I could definitely talk about regarding Soul Valley. When we got there wasn't anything from Dunban. No like somber moment of like it's been a while.
Wasn't there a cutscene that said it's been a year though?
Yeah, I know, but I was just expecting something a bit more personal with Dunban, and
Mm-hmm.
I know up until that point there wasn't anything personal regarding Dunban. But still, though, it's how the game began, so it would have been nice. But hey.
I mean, even if it's just like a little jump cut to his arm.
And just, saying I'm fighting for my colony, but this time around I'm also fighting for that for my sister, but I don't know, we can nitpick all we want, as anyone could with games like this. I mean, Colony 6 is my first nitpick, but I've been over that many times before.
I think Colony 6 is a lot of people's nitpicks. I think Juju is pretty much the universal scapegoat of the series.
Yes. As we have definitely we've definitely shown that through our jibs and jabs at little brat. Like that one just now. Yeah, I feel like Juju is a scapegoat, not a fault of his own, but he didn't help by the fact that when we first met him, he was like that whiny brat's like, no, I can do it, screw you, stupid adults, kind of tropey kid.
Yeah, it's like, I'll go and make dinner, and he ends up running off and going right into danger.
Yeah, instead of prepping, or having plans, like, nope, I'm gonna ruin it all for you because I think I'm cool and I can do it.
I got a buggy, so I can do anything.
In which he did jack all with. Great job, Juju. Oh no, I just feel like with that bad intro and the fact that he's tied to one of the most conflicting parts of this game, it doesn't help his case. But still though, if I'm speaking logically, I don't blame Juju, but I just don't like the kid.
Yeah, and I don't think he built Charlotte up as a character, because if he weren't Charlotte's brother, it wouldn't have been any different.
Pretty much. And if I were to be, I'm just gonna say right now, with Charlotte, she hasn't really had much of a character build up.
I definitely agree, because like, apart from that scene in Alchemoth where she talked to Amelia, I haven't felt anything from her. She's just kind of put in this background, to be honest.
Because Dunban's the old hero from Sword Valley and brother too. For Fiora, that automatically investment there. Fiora, well, of course, know what happened to her, and Shulk are the main character with the Monado, who has inherited it from Dunban, so that creates, connections there. I think Ricky is more focused on comic relief, so I don't expect really anything from him.
And of course, Melia got what I think is the strongest character development in this game.
So far. Ryan, I could make the same argument that I just gave Charlotte. Ryan got put to the background very, very much so once Charlotte joined up, Dunban joined up, Melly and Ricky joined up, which is all well and good. But the thing that I like Ryan over Charlotte is because during that time in the Fallen Arm, it actually kind of addressed it. It's like, Shulk doesn't need me, he hasn't needed me for a long time, but I'll still do what I came here to do. Watch Shulk's back. That's kind of a redeeming thing. Like, yeah, sure, I'm not important, but I'm alright with that. As long as Shulk's okay, I'm good. That to me is kind of redeeming. If you can accept your role and do what you do and not have much of a problem, then yeah, sure, that makes you a character in of itself. No, with Charlotte, I just don't think that. Not a lot of times has been focused on her. She's either been, you are medic, or you are Melia's girlfriend. As in, like, girlfriend is in, like, female friend. I'm not gonna go into that argument. God no. But that's just my little gripe here and there. So I feel like we said enough. And we can just go down, activate and the main switch. Or how do you want to take out that guy?
I'll take out that guy.
And it's from that point on in which that unique monster will always be called now that guy. Because we are cruel like that. But we'll take care of the dog first. Because they can screw dogs.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell, we're more cat people. just in case you are curious, I would recommend taking out this guy first before going on to the unique monster, and I'll show you why, or I'll tell you why right after we take the guy out. Dogma, not that guy. Because that guy needs to wait.
Let's keep this up.
Okay, waiting over. He dies now. That guy, aka Infernal Crow Cell. He's not that big of a threat. Spinning Slice, which is just an attacker that circles around. Ether Bullet, which causes a defense down. And Naked Lock.
He's not immune to Confuse, which is nice. A lot of unique monsters are.
What do I do, man? What do I do? What do I do? Who am I? Naked Lock, which can inflict pierce and lock on. And another attack simply called Lock On. For some odd reason, this guy has 2 attacks which inflicts lock on. And that's the reason why you wanted to take out the Dogma beforehand, because with that guy gone, you've pretty much got 2 of his attacks being made completely pointless. The only thing that he can do is pierce. And he's just left with his Spinning Slice attack, which you have already made redundant thanks to Shulk. Although, to be fair, it's a circle around attack, so...
Yeah, you can only save one person with it.
That's a risk, but still, though, as you tell, you can capitalize.
He doesn't have a Topple Spike either.
Nope. So again, I don't really see much of a challenge with this guy as well, especially with the dog Mechon. As far as I'm concerned, this guy is simple fodder and he's a unique kill. Basically, I'm saying he's not unique. He's not really unique or special at all.
Naked Lock.
Hence why we refer to him as that guy. And that guy just killed Fiora. I don't like that guy. But Fiora got to level up from that guy. And we shall forget about that guy right after. Ooh, Fiora learns a new art. But not before we learn what books he has. Aura Bullet, Shutdown, Last Stand, Hand Healing Gift. And Fiora, in that chaos before she died, learned Speed Shift, reduce attack intervals, and grants double attack. That essentially speeds her up and again gives her a double attack, which is very nice.
It sacrifices defense for agility, from what it looks like.
If you want her to be, I don't know, similar to her brother. It's almost like connections are growing.
Yeah, because like we mentioned before, she has arts that can act as substitutes for other characters, like Lock On from Rhine and Speed Shift and whatnot.
There's a little bit of everyone inside of Fiora, and I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. Ricky wants fun killing honey. Ricky wants
Even though Ricky should like honey.
Ricky wants honey. Ricky wants to kill you for honey. Ricky's secretly a bear. He's got the rumblies in his tumblies. Winnie the Ricky. Winnie the hero pawn.
Ricky Bear.
Ricky Bear. Ricky Plush Bear.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my god. Monolith, please release something related to Ricky. Even if it's another Xenoblade game involving Ricky, I still love that.
A Nopon specific game, I'd love that.
Oh my god. Imagine if you had like Sonic Adventure 2's Chow Garden, but Nopon style.
Collect red pollen orbs instead of little animals.
I would love that.
I can feel the power.
Oh, this switch! Shulk is feeling the power of the switch. Please tell me that that's I hope that Xenoblade is coming to the Switch. Come on, Liv, please.
It's an Easter egg.
You can feel the power, but why don't you ever listen? Come on, Liv, give us Xenoblade on this Switch.
Remaster, please.
Or possibly Xenoblade. I'm not picky. What I'm saying is, I need more Xenoblade in my life.
Yeah, because I'd love to see this game with higher res textures.
God, I'd love it, but I don't want it to be the same things like Pokemon Sword and Shield, which has recently got a lot of flack for its graphical fidelities. But before we go on though, that brings up a question I want to ask you, Alice. Right now, right here, how important are graphics to a game for you?
It depends on what type of a game it is. I mean, if it's an RPG or open world RPG, then the graphics might be more important. But like if it's like a platformer, then no.
Or something like Mario.
Yeah.
Oh no, this 8-bit is so low res. What did they do in the 90s? Ugh. I'm kind of in the same boat. Graphics are not everything. There have been a lot of good looking games, but have been terrible games outright.
I mean, because like we love Xenoblade, but it doesn't have the best textures.
Oh no. If there's one weakness outright, objectively, that I can say about the Xenoblade Chronicles, is its textures. It is not good. But that's only because of the Wii's hardware.
And 2 did better on it, but that just made Poppins appear more.
Yes, unfortunately. So much so, these guys popped in seemingly out of nowhere. This is not a hard fight to do at all. This is simply a best of collection of every single Mechon that you've seen throughout. So take what you've learned. As far as I'm concerned, these guys don't have spikes to speak of, so you can just go crazy and outright.
I think the grunts have the top spike though.
Might be. I might be wrong on that one. In this case, I apologize. But still though, at least with normal attacking spikes, you're perfectly fine. You can brute force this if you want, as Alice is now going to present with numerous busters.
I was hoping it hit more than 2 though.
Yeah. The worst thing that it can do is this. It's the enemies pile on top of you and there's not much you can do. So what I would recommend is you having to switch targets and... Well, one of them's gone. And so's Fior! No! Fior's fallen again! Shulk, why do you have your childhood friend has a really bad track record of either dying or falling off things? You might need to talk to her about that, chap. I'm just saying. I don't think it's healthy for a relationship. I wouldn't want things falling apart for you, dude. That wasn't intentional. I'm sorry. Oh no, I should never give relationship advice. Like I said previously, I'm married.
Oh, please fall off, Mechon.
Give him just a little bit of a nudge. I'm hoping the Dogman's gonna shove him off. Can you possibly just make him fall back a bit more and see if he'll shove him off? Oh, come on. No, he's probably going to chase after you, I think. Yeah, sure enough. Boo.
Final push, guys. Let's do it.
Take my hand.
Sorry, Ricky. We've been enjoying ourselves too much.
I tried to pick up Ricky, but Fiora stood in my way.
So you're saying your child friend's in your way? I get the feeling Melia feels that way. I'm not meaning anything. I'm not meaning anything by that at all. No. No, not me. But it seems like we are right outside someone's front door, or a very important looking door.
Could it be Egil's door?
Give it a knock.
Hey, Eggle, it's us.
Just Ricky not going, Hero Pun here. Would you like to buy some Nopon cookies? Surprise!
1 biscuit for every stroke.
Would you like Ricky's stroking service?
Or just delivering a pizza.
No anchovies. Monster. Meh. No young fish on pizza. But give. Shouldn't give Nopon money. On that weird note, guys, in fact, a weird episode in general. Thanks for watching. And next episode, we'll take our fight through Eggill's door, whatever door it is. Back door, front room door, kitchen door. It's a door. We'll go through it, as doors tend to do. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.